Hi and welcome to this final episode of the live streams from VMware Explore. I'm here with my colleague Johan.
Yeah.
That was quite a week, Johan.
Oh man, it has been an insane week.
Yeah.
It's I always say like at the end of such a week, it has just been highlights, but dude, truly, it just has been highlights.
Yeah, you're the guy every year. Oh man, this year was the most epic year. Is it the?
It has been the most epic year. Yeah.
Every year is the most epic year.
Nah, you know, I think it was great. Although we're in a kind of a limbo stage from acquisition perspective, that no one knows what will happen. But still, I think the vibe here didn't really show that. What do you think?
No, exactly. I think it's it's of course the elephant in the room, right? The acquisition. What I really like about this year's edition is that people are really confident, and they Hooked is sharing some of his ideas and visions for the company, and I see that people are really starting to get their confidence back. So it's good. Yeah. And so Johan, I heard this morning you were almost thrown out of the venue.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Right, so I presented the session with Spencer Pitts and Matt Compogier called Blasting into the Extreme. We've been trying to market the session for the last couple of weeks already for a Thursday morning session. Like Thursday morning, most people have probably already left. We still had, I think, over 200 people in the room, so the room was packed.
Yeah.
And we wanted to, so we showcased live demos of, in my case, an F1 sim running in my home lab, but being streamed to a demo laptop I had with me. Matt showed VR live demos, and Spencer showed Horizon on physical. So he used to play like a game that wasn't supported on Mac anymore. Yeah. So it's now running in a Windows physical machine, and he's streaming it from Mac. Cool. So that was kind of the topic of the session, but we wanted to end the session
with blasting into the extreme a bit too literal.
So what people may have seen is some of the ITQ guys wearing a shirt that says Managed Services in the Metallica font. Yeah. So we actually are broadly launching our Managed Services this year. Yeah. So the whole theme of the t-shirt is showcase that. So since we had a big room, and I do have a good throwing arm, but we wanted to blast with go out with the blast. We called our event PA Joost 2 days ago. Like, dude, do you think you can get your hands on a t-shirt gun? And he said, sure.
He pulled through, right?
He pulled through. So the next morning, he actually had not just one or two, but three t-shirt guns. Cool. So
I think there's some videos on Twitter.
At the end of the session. Yeah. So I shot the first one, but the thing is, you don't know what kind of pressure is in the gun. So I almost shot one of the lamps out of the ceiling. Cool. But that was insane.
Yeah. So on a more serious note, if you look at the event and some of the announcements, the keynote sessions, what's your take? What are the highlights?
Yeah, a couple of things really stand out. I think the innovation train continues. So in Vegas, there was a lot of buzz around AI, but you see that it continues. And it's not just buzz. There were tons of great demos being shown in the showcase keynote, for instance. And it actually shows, and Chris Wolf, for instance, told about customer value. It's not just like we are VMware, we're on the top of our game, and we're going to show what AI could potentially do.
Real practical use cases.
And the practical use cases really stand out, and I think one thing that also stands out is it's not just a combination of VMware working with NVIDIA. One of the biggest announcements this week is the expansion of the Private AI Foundation with Intel, one of our partners. And I think that shows it all, right? So it continues to innovate. So what's your take there?
Some highlights for me. I love the fact that there's much more exposure for Tanzu, so the cloud native part. VMware has been investing heavily in it. If you just look at the amount of attention the solution is now getting at the event, in the general session. Purnima did like the largest portion of the keynote, which is amazing. She did a really great job, by the way. So, and they're simplifying the whole Tanzu portfolio, which has been quite a bit of a mess. All the rebranding, the naming, the packaging. I think now it will become very clear. TKG in vSphere, it's just out of the box, click of a button, it's there. So you have Kubernetes, and then on top you can have the Tanzu application platform, the intelligence service and data services, and that's it. A really simple story. And I think that's a really, really important message to the audience.
Yeah, definitely. And there are more elephants in the room, right? So no one knows what will happen with EUC. No one knows what will happen from the security perspective. But even though we don't know that, there were a lot of sessions here, and I think VMware still continues to innovate, even though we are in such a limbo state. From the EUC perspective, we saw some great announcements on DEX and DEAM, so employee experience is key. App Volumes has full support for DEAM as well, so you'll be able, if you start an application and close it, you'll get a micro survey in that application, like how was your experience?
Cool.
To end users, that's key. I think from a security perspective, we saw a lot of stuff as well. And yeah, we don't know what will happen with Carbon Black, but I'm pretty sure that the security portfolio as a whole at Broadcom is serious. So
absolutely.
I think we have the tools in place to continue to innovate as a partner as well.
Cool. Yeah, and maybe to round it up, the full focus on VCF, VMware Cloud Foundation. So yeah, really, really strong play in the data center across clouds. I think that's the full focus area of Hokdan, getting that everywhere, every customer, regardless of the location. So amazing week, Johan.
It was an amazing week. Before we end this video, because this is the last stream live from Explore, I want to say express my gratitude to, first of all, 3 of our sponsors that made it possible to bring you these videos, which are Rubrik, which is Agile, and third and foremost is Roomcast. So these 3 companies have made it possible for us to bring you live into VMware Explore. I think we made a little over 35 videos, maybe even more.
Including videos with these companies, so check them out.
Seriously check them out. Also, they're behind, and you cannot see that, but behind the camera there are 3 folks that I here that I definitely want to say my gratitude to. So Sjoerd, Rick and Lucas from our marketing and production team have made this possible for you as well as the team at home. So our marketing team at home made the videos look awesome, made sure that everyone was tagged, that the socials got out in time. So a big thank you to Elena and to Tessa as well. So
amazing teamwork.
Couldn't be more proud, and of the entire ITQ team as well. I think we were here with 55 people. If you haven't seen an ITQer here at the venue, you probably lived under a rock. It was quite hard to miss them.
Absolutely. All right, let's round it up, Johan.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks so much for watching. Thank you, Johan. And see you next year, I guess.
See you next year.
Bye-bye.